It's a chilly autumn evening in 1973, the kind that makes you want to hurry home. But for one 27-year-old woman, that walk home would become her last. The streets are dimly lit, the trees cast long, ominous shadows, and an unsettling silence hangs in the air. You're walking alone, the sound of leaves crunching beneath your feet the only noise. Suddenly, everything goes black. You're not alone, and you're not safe. This is the story of a disappearance that would baffle investigators for decades, a cold case that would haunt a family for generations, and a discovery that would change everything. You find yourself in the small, quaint town where our story begins, a place where everyone knows each other's names and the local diner serves as the town's gathering spot. It's a warm, welcoming community, or so it seems. On that fateful night in 1973, a sense of unease settles over the town as a young woman fails to return home. Her family, frantic with worry, begins to search for her, scouring the streets, knocking on doors, and pleading for any information. The police are called, and soon, the town is abuzz with the news of a missing person. You're standing in the middle of this chaos, trying to make sense of the bewildering events unfolding around you. The smell of damp earth and decaying leaves fills your nostrils as you walk through the deserted streets, the only sound being the distant hum of a car driving by. The darkness seems to swallow everything, leaving behind an eerie silence that chills to the bone. Fast forward 53 years, to a day that would change the course of history for the missing woman's family. In a remote area of Texas, a shocking discovery is made: the remains of a woman, buried deep in the earth. The news spreads like wildfire, and soon, investigators are on the scene, meticulously collecting evidence and piecing together the events of that fateful night. You're standing at the edge of the excavation site, the sound of shovels digging into the earth and the murmur of hushed conversations filling the air. The smell of freshly dug soil and the faint scent of decay hang heavy over the scene. As the investigators work tirelessly to uncover the truth, a sense of anticipation builds, and you can't help but wonder, what will they find? The sun beats down, casting a golden glow over the desolate landscape, yet the atmosphere remains somber, heavy with the weight of the discovery. As the investigation unfolds, you find yourself delving deeper into the world of forensic science, where every detail, no matter how small, can hold the key to solving the mystery. The investigators are meticulous, leaving no stone unturned as they analyze the evidence, from the soil composition to the clothing found at the scene. You're sitting in a dimly lit laboratory, surrounded by rows of microscopes and various scientific equipment, the smell of disinfectant and the faint scent of chemicals filling the air. The sound of gentle humming from the machines and the soft murmur of conversations between the investigators create a sense of calm focus. Yet, as the pieces of the puzzle begin to fall into place, a sense of unease starts to build. What will the truth reveal? The fluorescent lights above cast an eerie glow, and the shadows seem to grow longer, as if the very walls are listening to the conversations. As the investigation reaches its climax, a shocking twist emerges: the discovery of a long-buried secret, one that threatens to upend everything thought to be known about the case. You're standing in a cramped, dimly lit room, the walls lined with old, dusty files and the smell of decay hanging heavy in the air. The sound of old papers shuffling and the creaking of the wooden floorboards beneath your feet create an eerie atmosphere. Suddenly, a door creaks open, and a figure emerges, carrying a folder filled with documents. The truth begins to unravel, and you're left wondering what else has been hidden. The shadows seem to grow longer, as if the very darkness itself is trying to conceal the secrets within the files. As the truth finally emerges, you're left to grapple with the aftermath of the discovery. The family, after 53 long years, finally has closure, but the revelation also brings up more questions. You're standing in a quiet, suburban neighborhood, the sun casting a warm glow over the houses. The smell of fresh-cut grass and the sound of children playing in the distance create a sense of peace, yet the atmosphere remains somber. The family, though grateful for the truth, is left to pick up the pieces, to try and make sense of the senseless. You're left wondering, how do they move forward, knowing what they now know? The trees cast long shadows, as if trying to conceal the pain and the grief that still linger. As we stand here today, looking back on the events that transpired, you're left to ponder the what-ifs and the maybes. The case, though solved, still leaves behind a trail of unanswered questions. You're standing in a dark, empty room, the only sound being the creaking of the old wooden floorboards beneath your feet. The smell of dust and decay hangs heavy in the air, and the shadows seem to grow longer, as if trying to conceal the secrets that still linger. The truth, though revealed, is still shrouded in mystery, and you're left to wonder what other secrets lie hidden, waiting to be uncovered. The darkness seems to press in around you, making it hard to breathe, as if the very weight of the unknown is crushing you. As we conclude this journey into the heart of darkness, we're left with more questions than answers. The case may be solved, but the truth is still shrouded in mystery. I want to hear from you. What do you think happened to the 27-year-old woman? Share your theories in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more true crime stories that will leave you on the edge of your seat. And as you walk away from this story, remember, the truth is always hiding in the shadows, waiting to be uncovered. But will you be brave enough to confront it?